back to this channel where we spread love and positive vibes. Thank you so much to the new subscribers and the returning subscribers. I value you, I appreciate you, and I love you so much for supporting me. I don't take it for granted, guys. Thank you once again. And today I have come to know, actually over the time I've been shooting videos about Jamaica, I've come to realize there are so many things that are unique, special, and unheard of in Jamaica. And we have had some of them in the videos, like we came across a river that could heal. We came across the Blue Lagoon and its sparkling nature. We have come across unique things that are not heard anywhere else in the world. We have also come across the butterfly in the Blue Mountain that is the largest butterfly in the whole world. In other words, Jamaica has a lot and unique things actually to perplex and amaze people. But I have never heard of what I'm just about to say. In Jamaica, there are so many variety of herbs that are medicinal. There is the magic cure in Jamaica. Every disease can be cured using herbs in Jamaica. That is how I came to actually realize when I watched a video about this last guy called Buru. And Buru has a very beautiful home surrounded by different types of trees and plants that are medicinal. And I got a shock at how he was explaining each and everything in his rod, which is medicinal, and what that plant or that tree cures. And I got an opportunity to capture some of the trees and the plants that he was going through, and I'm going to share with you. By the way, sometimes we suffer so much with medicine that we take for a long time and we are not getting healed. Because it's like the diseases keep on mutating, and also the medicine that we get, maybe it is not up to standard, because most of the medicine are imported in most of the developing countries. And therefore, relying on herbs is very important. And I usually see in Kenya, people have started awakening on the use of herbs to cure diseases. I didn't know that Jamaica has these special people that actually train themselves, or rather get to know, either God-given or through experience or through training. They have come to know so many plants and so many trees that are medicinal and can cure different types of diseases. And this is what I came across, and it was very educative to me, because some of these plants, I find them here in Kenya, and I don't even actually think that they can be medicinal. I got a shock of my life to realize how many diseases some of these plants and trees can heal. Now, without further ado, let me go to some of the plants or some of the trees I came across through Buru lessons that cure different types of diseases. There is this tree he was calling Lamoon tree. Lamoon is R. I told you in my tribe, we cannot differentiate between R and L. So, I am talking about the Lamoon tree. And this tree has a smell like that of vanilla. It is very sweet smelling. And according to Buru, this tree is used to make a tonic. And this tonic is actually able to cure endurance in men and women, and it increases stamina in men, and it cures impotency, and it also prolongs one's life. It is, in other words, it is used to cure, or rather to treat endurance, stamina, impotency, and longevity. It can increase the number of years that one can live on this earth. By the way, he was actually talking about mixing lemon tree or lemon bark with several other medicinal trees. There is a tree that he was calling Medina. And this Medina tree has also the same purposes of curing endurance, strengthening people, stamina, impotence, and longevity. And he was talking about if you mixed Medina with Ramun tree, and also you have other trees like Chani roots. He was calling them Chani roots, and actually he demonstrated. I'm going to show you in the video here the trees he was talking about: the Lamun tree, the Chani roots, because he showed them, and the Medina tree. When these are mixed together, they become a perfect medicine for impotency and for longevity and for stamina. Actually, he made a joke and said, it is said in the Bible that one man will be shared between 7 ladies, and he was saying Jamaica will be fit for this because they have the medicine to strengthen the stamina of men and to cure, to increase, I think, libido, so that you can be able to handle several women, according to him. But he said he's not encouraging people to actually go and indulge. He's actually encouraging people that you can make your marriage succeed or your marriage to be enticing by taking this tonic that is made up of Ramun tree and Chani roots and Medina. Very, very helpful roots. Then there was the procedure. He said actually you can boil and then you take it as is it juice or liquid? So when you take it, it can cure those things that I have talked about. And he also talked about other trees, and one of them was there. He was talking about blood wish, and this blood wish, is it wish? Blood wish, and it is used to treat nerves. Very good at treating nerves. Then he talked about yellow wish. I don't know whether yellow wish is also used for the nerves or what it is used for. Maybe if you know, you can comment for us in the comment section below. He talked about the chane root. It is deep dug from underground, and you do a lot of work to get this chane root that is mixed with Medina and mixed with Lamun tree to cure impotency, stamina, and endurance and longevity. So the chane root is actually got from underground. Then he talked about the sinking toe. And the sinking toe, he said it is put in water and shocked for some time, for some hours, and then there is sieving, and then it is mixed with an oat nut or mega nut, and then it is drunk. You drink it, and it is good to cure worms and intestines problems. That is the sinking toe, mixed with nutmeg, and then it is used to cure worms and intestine problems. So guys, before I go to the next root or a tree or a plant, let us have a look, or rather we listen to Buru as he explained the medicinal aspect of the different trees in his rag.
Remember it, Ramun bark. Because I'm going to show you some more of what I would use in a tonic, because I can use like 3 of these things and make tonic. That's so powerful. But I'm still gonna go, because when we're making tonic, we still do more than 3. But 3 of these 3 things combined together. Alright, for instance, I don't have the Medina up here now. We don't have Medina in the mountain. Medina grow like in the lower areas like Clarendon and St. Catherine. Yeah? But Medina would be one of the powerhouses. That's good for the same thing that I tell you about: endurance, longevity, stamina, All of these things, that's what Medina does too. So when you combine this with the Medina plant. So it's Ramoon, Medina. You have another wisp, which we don't have up here either, so I'm not going to be able to show you it, but it's very popular, so anyone can go anywhere and ask for it, and you get it from anyone of the men who sell herbs or anything that they call sarsaparilla. That's another tonic wisp that does the same things as what we were discussing before with this. So you have the Ramoon, Medina, sarsaparilla, and then you have Mr. Cheney root.
That's another one, the dark
root.
Reddish brown color.
And
yes.
that one is, I would call, if I'm gonna say the boss, if I'm gonna call anyone of them the boss, I would have to call Cheney root the boss, because Cheney root is the one who gives you a lot of trouble to reap. Yeah. To get it, you gotta identify the wisp first, which carries some, and then you gotta dig it. So sometimes they go like under the earth, under rocks and all of that, and you have to dig this big hole just to get to them, you know. And they're always just solid and tough and hard like root. Yeah. Yeah. So you have to work to get the Cheney root.
It's very woody. I remember when you cut into it. It's like almost wood. Like a solid wood. Yes, it's like wood.
Yeah. But I'm telling you. And then you have the so you see, I tell you, 3 of them can make you that tonic, you know. 3 of them can make you that powerful tonic. Even this by itself. This by itself, the same Ramoon by itself, it's a tonic. So you can boil it by itself and it still works. You can use the Cheney root by itself. You can use the Medina by itself. Yeah? So you can imagine when you combine all of these things that I'm telling you now, that's good for the same reason as a tonic. Then you have one that they call blood whisk. Yeah? Just like the name of it is red. When you cut it, the inside part looks red like so, and when you boil it, it gives a red. Gives off a red thing like how the Cheney root will give off a red liquid. It gives off red too, but that is another tonic wisp. So when you drink boil these together, so you have the Ramoon bark, Medina, sarsaparilla, blood whisk. Then you have 11 months strength, which we use in it too. Then you have another whisk they call the poor man's strength. You see me? We use that in it too. But I don't stop there because that's a big tonic that I just listed out a while ago. I have some more ingredients, most that I put in my tonic, which I'm not gonna say it's a secret because we don't keep secret, you know. We tell people all these things, but because you cannot, even if you find all of the things them that I tell you about and put it in your tonic and deal with the tonic, I'm still gonna have something over your tonic. My tonic is still gonna have something over, even though I do give you the same ingredients. Why? Because I don't just work alone, physical, we work spiritually too. Yeah, so the prayer that we pray to the Almighty to bless our medicine still gonna make it more potent. But I'm giving you all the ingredients for yours that you can do the same and make your own tonic. Yeah, so this is a tonic as I've told you about Ramoon, Medina, sarsaparilla. See how much time I list them out, sir? Because I want the men them to be strong, because right now it's get a dangerous time coming up now, right now. They say 7 women shall take hold of 1 man in the days coming, in the years coming. Yeah, so if it's going to happen like that, I'm not saying it's going to happen for us here on the mountain, but if it's going to happen down there for these men down there, you're going to need some tonic. Yeah, so I'm telling you, Ramoon bark, Medina, sarsaparilla, man bark, blood whisk, 11 man's strength, poor man's strength, and all these things that I'm going to tell you about now. You're not going to see all of them because I don't have most of them. I don't have them in the hills here. I have to go different parishes to look for them. Like the green whisk, that's another nerve whisk that's good for the nerves. So we combine it along with the one them that goes for tonic too. Yeah, and we have one that we have up here in the mountains called yellow whisk, and that does the same type of thing. So we put all of these together plus other things, and we make a tonic.
All right, we're just heading back up a little bit now.
Different treadings, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, making us people can see a spot or something. This is what the Cheney root look like. Yeah. As I tell you, we have to dig far down on the ground to get this. Yeah, far and dig under rocks and things to get this Cheney root here.
And yeah, it's it feels quite light, but it's very hard. It's not like a yam that you could press into or something like that. And you can see the reddish color. Because when I've had the tea, it becomes very, very red.
Yeah, man.
Almost looks like a rooibos tea.
Yeah, so at least we found a piece of chain root, because you know we couldn't go nowhere in the forest right now in this rain to try to dig any of this to show. So we found a piece, can show what chain root look like. Yeah.
Nice.
Let's find one thing so we can go to the other thing.
Here we go. Venturing a little further every time.
Yeah.
It's a very mystical feeling day, Baru, with all the mist.
Yeah, man.
It's a real vibe up here when it's in the rain, you know.
You have heard this man is very, very good at explaining each and every plant and each and every tree and what it is used for. A great, knowledgeable man when it comes to the herbs. And I found that this is very common in Jamaica because, like I said yesterday, Jamaica grows a lot of herbs, a lot of medicinal herbs, and these are some of the herbs that are grown by Mr. Buru. And then we have the shake plant. The shake plant, which is actually also very, very good in supplying oxygen. It is used for respiratory problems. And the shake plant is actually opposite of the other plants because it breathes in carbon dioxide and releases oxygen. And therefore it is very, very good at treating of respiratory problems, and it is kept inside the house to make it good, or rather to make the house oxygenated, because it's going to release a lot of oxygen in the house which can be used to oxygenate the house. And you are saying that it has some side effects, like you can be nausea, you can feel nausea and also vomit if you take this shake plant. The other one was the 11-man strength, and I love the name, the 11-man strength. It is also used for stamina and for impotency. And you are showing this plant, I know you have seen the video, and you have seen how 11-man strength looks like. And then we have eucalyptus. Eucalyptus is very common here in Kenya, but I didn't know that it is medicinal. According to Buru, it is used to treat flu and cold and any respiratory problems. Actually, you were saying you can actually prepare water and put it inside, and then you bend onto it and cover yourself. You breathe in that steam, and it is going to open every nostril passages and clear every bacterial infection that you have that is causing flu and cold. Then we have rosemary. Rosemary is very, very common here in Kenya, and that is why I say some of these things I'm running them, but I usually see the plant. We use them to cook food like rosemary. We put rosemary in the meat, but I've never known the medicinal value of rosemary. Rosemary is actually a painkiller used to treat headache, and it improves memory. This was so inspiring to me. It was so eye-opening to me because memory is very, very common to people as they grow old. And I realized that rosemary is very good at boosting the memory and is good for those that suffer from amnesia. Those people that suffer from amnesia, they can be treated using rosemary. This is actually an eye-opener even to me. Then there is this plant he's calling pavana. Pavana is saying that it has a very good flavor, and it is used for blood pressure, and it is also used for circulation of the blood. That is the pavana bark, because we have the pavana flowers. The pavana flowers are the ones that are good in blood pressure and blood circulation. And then we have the pavana leaves, which are used for So pavana is also used, actually pavana plant, because we have looked at pavana flowers. Pavana roots are used for infections and bacterial diseases, and it heals those diseases completely. So it is very, very good at also curing skin diseases. So it cures skin diseases, and it is also good for infections and bacterial diseases. Then we have the what? We have the jackfruit. Jackfruit is a very common plant in Jamaica, and it is a very common fruit in Jamaica. And according to Buru, jackfruit is used to heal skin problems, and it is very, very good at healing skin problems. You can see the number of plants that are found in Jamaica that are very, very important as healing or as medicinal plants. Then we have the root tonic plants, which are used to strengthen stamina and endurance, and they are also used, the tonic tree is also used for starvation, depression, anxiety, skin disorders, and it is added to smoothies or a juice, and then you take it and it can clear away all those problems. And it is also good at reducing weight. So for those who are looking at what you can use to reduce weight naturally, you can take the root tonic plants, which is used for all those purposes. Guys, you can see how Jamaica can produce a lot of herbal medicine. Someone, when I looked at the great produce of Jamaica in my video, somebody told me, Ram, you have not even gone through the different types of crops and herbs grown in Jamaica. So I might not have covered all the herbs that are grown and used to cure diseases in Jamaica. And if you know of some herbs that are used to cure diseases, you can actually tell us in the comment section, and you tell us which disease do they cure. We are going to appreciate a lot, because you're going to help so many people to actually cure most of the problems that bother us and that do not heal quickly using medicine, and we can use natural herbs to cure those conditions. Thank you once again for watching me. See you during the next video. Bye bye and God bless.